Baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Baby Baseball channel, and today I'd like to bring you the latest in the Trevor Bauer saga, this terrible situation that's been going on for quite some time now. I've been following this since the beginning. I'm kind of curious about how this is all going to play out. It has gotten really crazy, even though the DA has decided not to file charges at all. So Trevor Bauer's in the clear legally. MLB has still not made a decision, and in fact has continued to extend his administrative leave, and they have just done it through April 16th, meaning he will not be a part of the Los Angeles Dodgers, at least not on the field, for opening day, and he's going to miss all of spring training. And this is just absolutely crazy, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say Trevor Bauer is the greatest guy or that I'm trying to defend Trevor Bauer and his actions, but ultimately, if there wasn't enough evidence to charge him, he did go through that one hearing where, regarding the restraining order, and the judge determined in favor of Trevor Bauer and even said something along the lines of he only did whatever she agreed to. That wasn't the actual trial because there is no trial because he is not being charged criminally. Again, not trying to defend Trevor Bauer. I said from the beginning that if this is true, what she said, and if he caused her to look like that in those pictures with those scratches and bruises and everything, I would say this dude is an absolute monster piece of crap, need to be locked up right away. And it's possible that he did cause those injuries. It's also possible he did not cause it. He said that she didn't look like that when she left. So there's some hearsay. I don't know all that. I don't know exactly what happened. We never got to see a trial where all the evidence would be presented because the DA decided there wasn't enough. Or they decided that the defense would be too strong, perhaps because this girl is unreliable because of some of the text messages and all the other evidence. There's probably so much evidence that we never got to see. But let's jump into this article, and I'll give you my thoughts on everything right here and whether I think MLB should suspend him, should just go ahead and let him play and then just forget about all this, or should just keep on playing this administrative leave game for the rest of the time. I'll let you know how I feel about all of that. But let's jump into this article right here. On Thursday, Major League Baseball, in conjunction with the MLB Players Association, remember this is all in conjunction with the PA. So if the union wants to help, defend Trevor Bauer, they can always say, no, forget this, make a decision. But they are agreeing to extend the administrative leave for Bauer. Bauer was placed on leave once the lockout ended last week. Mandatory reporting each day for MLB player was March 13th, and the initial leave was 13th through the 19th. But this time it goes through Sunday, April 16th. I guess they're tired of 1 week at a time. Let's go ahead and just knock this out for a month. Okay, we don't have to worry about it for a month. Or are they doing some hard investigations over the next month? I don't know the answer to that. Take note, the regular season for the Dodgers starts on April 8th, and they'll be playing their 16th game on the 16th. So they'll have to be playing their 16th game when this particular stretch of administrative leave ends. But there's a good, strong likelihood they will extend it again, and that's probably what they'll do. He last pitched June 28th last season. In the days following that start, he was accused of sexual assault and placed on administrative leave, eventually via extensions for the rest of the season. And on February 8th, we learned Bauer would not face criminal charges on the matter. This does not prevent MLB from suspending Bauer. It has previously suspended multiple players after charges has been dropped. The league is fully within its rights under the domestic violence and sexual assault policy to continue its investigation and then apply any punishment it deems fit at the conclusion of said investigation. To this point, the only thing the league has said is that the investigation is ongoing. They talked to Dave Roberts about it. Dave Roberts was asked about his status last Friday. He said he won't close the door completely on Bauer joining the team in spring training. Well, he can close the door now because MLB has closed the door on that. But anyway, Bauer, 31, signed a 3-year, $102 million contract with the Dodgers. I guess you could say that has been an absolute disaster. Huge regret. Luckily for the Dodgers, it's only 3 years and not like 5, 6, 7 years. Otherwise, they'd have big problems. It's a lot easier to trade someone or even release someone. At this point, there's only this year and next year, and that's it. So he was 8-5 with a 2.59 ERA, 137 strikeouts with the Dodgers before he was placed on leave. Again, I know there's a lot of opinions out there. I know a lot of this is about PR. I really believe that Major League Baseball is just, they're worried about letting him come back and play and thinking, what's going to happen. And to me, okay, do your investigation, but if the DA couldn't get enough evidence to convict him and they, what are you going to do? I don't know how much investigative power MLB even has. Are they going to be able to subpoena people? They're going to get all these investigative groups to help out? They're going to go forensics and all that. I mean, how much can they do? I feel like the DA's got a lot more power than Major League Baseball does, to do a proper investigation. But I'm not really sure. Ultimately, we just have to wait it out and see what happens. I feel like if there's no charges filed, and this doesn't go for just Bauer, any other case as well, I understand maybe there's some bad PR behind it, but ultimately, the teams are the teams are the one who sign these players and pay them all the money. I don't know why MLB can't just say, look, we are unable, unless they have some hard proof, some hard evidence, which I don't think they're going to have here. Why can't MLB just say it's up to the teams? Okay, we can't suspend him because we are unable to prove anything throughout our investigation unless you can prove something, in which case, why wouldn't the DA go ahead and file charges? But anyway, I digress. Why can't they just say it's up to the teams? Leave it up to the Dodgers. Dodgers can trade him. Dodgers can void the contract if there's something written in the contract, but there's probably not because he wasn't, again, charges were not filed. So it's up to the Dodgers. They can eat the contract, let him go. They can trade him. They can run him out there and deal with the PR. Or another team can deal with the PR if they want to sign him or trade for him. But ultimately, if no charges are filed, I don't know how you suspend a guy, but that's how the policy is written. Not sure I agree with that. I'm not saying I'm not saying that, people who beat up on their girlfriend, wives, or anyone else like that should be able to go out and play. I believe that they should deserve to get suspended. But if you can't prove it, you can't prove it. If the DA couldn't prove it, I don't know how MLB is going to prove it. That's all I'm saying. I think it's so much PR related. Oh, we can't run this guy out there. We don't want to deal with that. But, I'm a Giants fan. I'm not a Bauer fan. I'm just saying. No charges were filed. And at the end of the day, things started to look more and more like this girl was just trying to get some money. And there are a lot of lies involved, maybe on both sides. But I don't know the exact truth. I think there's a good chance his behavior was out of line and probably disgusting. But was it as bad as she's making it out to be? I'm not so sure. But that's just it. We don't know the answer to that. So I'm just a innocent until proven guilty type, and I just don't like to go ahead and suspend somebody when there are no charges filed. But ultimately, make a damn decision, MLB. How long is this going to go on? You're just going to keep on administrative leave for the rest of the time? I think that everyone would just be happier if they make a decision on this. Suspend him. Don't suspend him. Let the teams decide. That's what I think you should do. Let the teams decide. Let the Dodgers suspend him if they want to suspend him, or let the Dodgers trade him or release him or whatever. But that's how I feel about it. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. And try to be polite in the chat if you can. In the comment section, I'd appreciate that. Doesn't always work out. Talk to you guys next time.